It says, oh, I'll tell you what this is. My buddy Larry C sent me back from the DC District Time with a bunch of watches. So these are watches that he builds and then he's willing to sell. Now, he doesn't do spec builds, but what he does is, like, if you specify a build, he won't really do that because that gets complicated really quick. But what he's done is, and he's got a really good eye for detail in design, is he'll be like, I want to see this, right? So I want to see this blue dial with this red and blue bezel insert, you know, the sapphire crystal, this case, and this handset with this movement. So then he builds it, and then he's willing to sell it for, honestly, I think like way too cheap. Like, he needs to get paid. So this one has a friction fit bezel. I think there's one in here that has that new trick. I didn't even know it existed. It was a, let's find it. It's, I think from Crystal Times. It's a click bezel, but it goes bi-directional. And I know people were like custom making those, but now those guys sell the bezel spring, so you don't have to figure it out on your own. But yeah, then there's this guy with the fitted strap. Excellent. This one's going to be like more safe, I guess, more timeless. It's still a GMT. You can see the GMT hand kind of right there. But I think this one, does this one? No. Oh, this is a dive bezel. Okay. Excellent bezel action on this one. But then it has the 24-hour chapter. So this one's more of a, well, it's not more of, it is a diver GMT watch. So you can see what he did here. So he did a, like, kind of a Pepsi GMT. He did like a diver's GMT, where the GMT is more discreet. Then we have, I think these are all GMTs. I think he's going ham with the GMTs. Then we have this guy here, which is that nice blue color. Again, has the GMT hand, but it's done also in blue. So it's a little more discreet, and it's also a diver as well. So you can see there. And the whole GMT hand is blue. So a little more discreet. I like the discreet GMTs because I don't really need a GMT. And most of the time, even when I wear a GMT, I set it up so that the GMT hand is just a, how many times have I said GMT? If we were playing a drinking game right now and you guys had to take a shot, every time I said GMT, everybody would be blasted by now. But I use it just as like an AM, PM indicator, essentially. So another diver one. So this is basically just a different colorway of this. Whenever I see Larry's builds, definitely like those two, I look at them and I'm like, these are watches that Seiko pretty much should have made. That's the way I almost view them. Now that one over there definitely looks more like a mod build, if you will, a clean one. But these two look OEM. They look like what Seiko, that should be, you know, an SRP whatever, you know, model. And then we have this guy here in a rose gold case. I think this one has that. Yeah, this one has the dual direction soft click bezel. I knew one of these had it. But rose gold, root beer dial, root beer bezel, very cool looking watch if you're willing to pull off some solid rose gold look to it, and paired up nicely with this strap. I don't know what these straps are from. I'll get the full spec list from Larry and share all of that information when I do the full video. And I will probably give a link to him. So, and I'll put his channel down below too. But if you guys want to buy these, Larry's not attached to these. I think he just really likes designing them and building them. But then, you know, you can't have like 500. Well, I mean, I guess you could, but most of us cannot afford to just keep spending and building all these watches, where Larry finds a joy in building them and then passing them on to somebody that would actually wear it and enjoy it even more. So let's do that. Let's make that happen. So if there's any of these that you really, really like and you really want, I'm guessing Larry will sell it to you at a heck of a deal. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next vid.